Hey guys, I know I'm uploading kind of like a lot of videos, but man, this kind of needs to be uploaded, needs to be said. I just talked to Uber support, and here's the reason for my call. Um, I was sent 9 miles away to pick up a passenger that wasn't going very far. Because I chose to pick up every single ride within Charlotte, not doing any cherry picking, even though that trip did not make any financial sense whatsoever. It was only paying like $4.08. I just accepted it, and I was headed to Charlotte, basically in Charlotte, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe next one's gonna be better, that kind of thing. But at the same time, I'm like, man, I kind of don't agree with this type of thing, which I did actually mention this to Uber support, and I recorded the whole call, except recorded on my iPad, and since I have auxiliary cable plugged in, that screwed up the sound. So I had a 22-minute conversation with Uber support, and nothing recorded, which sucks, because you cannot actually do like recording phone calls just with doing a screen recording and being a call. It doesn't work. But I put the call on speaker on my iPhone, and I recorded everything using my iPad, just doing a screen recording, just basically recording the sound of the conversation. So unfortunately that did not work out. This is the first time it ever crashed. But anyways, here's what happened, guys. So I drive 9 miles to the pickup. Of course, I don't know what the pickup's going to be about until I actually get there. So I arrive, and it's a daycare center, and at a daycare center there's a lady, and she's got a child with her. The child looks like she's at least like 2 years old, not any more than that, could be even younger. Obviously it's a daycare, this is why the child's there. She's being watched. So I pulled up, my doors are still locked. I just opened up my window. I asked the passenger if that's them getting picked up. She says yes. So I asked her very kindly, I said, do you have a car seat for your child? She said no. And I said, I'm sorry ma'am, due to Uber's policy I cannot pick you up, and because of the child safety concern, there's no car seat, and you have to have a car seat. So she's like, oh, okay, sorry, can you cancel that for me then? I said, yeah, that's no problem. So I canceled the trip, and I selected no car seat. So at this point I started driving away. So I drove away only like half a mile. Uber gives me same request for that same trip. So I accepted the trip instead of denying it, right? Then I'm like, because then I don't know like who's the person, like while I'm accepting, like it just shows the rating or whatever. It just says it's not picking up too far, and it's kind of hard to tell because half a mile is half a mile, anyways, I look and I'm like thinking, wow, it's the same person. They just sent me to the same person to pick him up, and I'm thinking like, what, did the car seat magically appear? Obviously not. So I selected to cancel a trip, since there's no better option out there besides safety issue. So since it's a child safety issue, I marked that it's a safety issue. So then I got a display from Uber. They want to find out more about the trip, how it went, to contact Uber support. So I went offline and I called Uber support. I had to talk to 3 different people. The call taken 22 minutes. So I addressed the concerns. I told them kind of like what I just told you guys, and they were very understanding. And I said, why am I being punished for choosing to cancel the trip due to child safety? I just drove 9 miles to the pickup. It was zeros that showed up. So I canceled, and it was zeros. I'm not getting anything for that trip. So I said, why am I being punished basically for not accepting a trip that concerns child safety? And they said, oh, this is not our department. They transferred me to this other department. So when I explained everything to them, the lady was kind. She's like, so I'm gonna apply the cancellation charge to me. So she gave me like, I don't know, like $3.60 or something. So I'm thinking, okay. But then I told her this. I said, listen, I have a couple more concerns. So I also explained to her, I said, look, why are we getting these offers like sending me on a 10-mile trip which takes 20 minutes of my time and only paying me $4.08? I said, as a driver, this does not make any financial sense. I said, $4 for 20 minutes, if I accept 3 trips like that, I will make $12 an hour. Then I have to take fuel out of it. So I said 10 miles will basically cost me half a tank of fuel, so roughly $2. So I said, how does this make any sense if I'm making $6 an hour? And I said to them nicely, and I, kind of like a nice little debate. And I said, well, ma'am, like, would you take that type of trip yourself? This just doesn't make any sense. First of all, $12 is not enough because we're doing this work here. We're taking on all these costs and we're actually doing a job. And 12 hours, that's without the $12, that's without the expenses. And she said, yeah, I understand this and that. I'll put some notes, and basically it's probably never gonna get anywhere. But I said, look, you may noticed I was a diamond recently, and I've lost my diamond, partly due to the fact that the trips just doesn't make any sense. And I explained to her very nicely. I said, there's many drivers that are facing exactly the same thing. And I said, listen, I'm a father of 3 kids. I'm married, trying to make an income here for my family. And how does this make any sense if I'm making $2 for 20 minutes or $6 for an hour? That just doesn't make any sense financially for some of these trips. I said, who's making the decision that we should get paid this much? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Everything's expensive now. But anyway, she was really understanding. Obviously, that's about it. And a lot of times when somebody's understanding, they talk to you and you explain stuff to them, they agree basically to disagree, and act agreeable. Ultimately, nothing's going to be done about it. But I just think it needs to be said. I said things in a nice way. That way it doesn't hurt me. And I recorded the call just in case. But the call, unfortunately, the sound did not work. So next time, I'll have to unplug the auxiliary so that it will work. But that's the first time that I ever failed. Kind of sucks, because potentially if there was any kind of, let's say, like argument, or maybe somehow I got deactivated, I would not even have any kind of, I guess, evidence besides my word. Well, actually, I would. I just remembered. I have a dash cam. It records all sounds. So that actually might have been recorded with a dash cam. So that's another option that I do have. I'm not sure what kind of sound quality, but it is recorded by the dash cam sound. So at least I have something. But I wanted to quickly record a sound file and send it to my iPhone that I could make this video and show you guys the conversation. But I've talked about that, and I also talked to them about this. I said, listen, I see this all the time. It's a huge concern, huge problem. Most people do not have car seats for their kids, and they all expect to be picked up, and they're getting kind of like mad that we have to say no. And but I said it's a child safety thing, So I said, I'm not sure what's it like on a driver's side, but it should be some kind of check mark or something that appears on your screen, like before you request a ride. Do you have any kids with you? Do you have car seats for your kids? They have to mark it, say yes. And if we as a driver arrive there, they don't have it, I don't know, customers should get some kind of flag or something that they lied, that there is no car seat, but it should be like a warning. And then I said, well, what kind of sense does this make that I get sent back to pick up that same exact passenger when I just canceled due to the fact that I marked it, there's no car seat? So that doesn't make any sense. I get sent back. And I said, and now I canceled, which now goes against me, because it's my cancellation rate goes down, not just acceptance, cancellation. And I said, you guys need to help me out with that, because why am I being punished for that? So they transferred me to this other department. I spoke to this other lady. She was really nice, but she said that she can't do nothing about the cancellation percentage. It's done automatically, it's calculated, she can't fix it, which I understand it's outside of her control, obviously, but I get the cancellation rate. It goes up, when I cancel that trip, obviously. So I guess one thing I could have done to avoid that is just go ahead and drive that half a mile back and mark it. There's no car seat again. And just keep marking it as they give it to me. It's like, it's kind of dumb. It's kind of like goes in circle and circle. And I explained to her and I said, listen, so if I don't pick up, somebody eventually is going to pick up that child without no car seat. Accidents do happen. They happen all the time. There's a possibility of child getting injured or potentially worse in the case of an accident. I said, that's not worth the $5 that or $4 that Uber will pay for that trip. It's just not worth it. I said, first of all, the child is going to be injured. Second of all, it's going to be a huge lawsuit because obviously the driver is going to be blamed. Like, they're going to tell him, well, we don't know. Well, you took us anyways. Like stuff like that. It's going to be like their word against yours. And, well, if you knew that there's no car seats, blah, 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 you should have told us. Then we would have got a car seat. We didn't know. Of course you know. This is America. Car seats are very strict here. You cannot, like, simply have kids without car seats. And you get pulled over by any police officer, you're going to get a hefty fine for that. And potentially worse, for the parents. I mean, it could be as much as social services getting involved and stuff like that if this continues. Parents have lost their kids for less, But anyways, that is that, guys. So I wasted now, even with making this video, 1 hour of my time. I only made $3 because they finally gave me that $3 cancellation fee because it was zeros. And today is like a huge loss day for me. Like, it's just dumb. It's just dumb, and in a way I'm thinking like, wow, diamonds are not forever for me. I'm gonna start like denying some of these stupid trips that don't make any sense. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's kind of crazy. I was considering getting my diamond status back, but $4 for 20 minutes of my time, 10 miles. It's like, are you kidding me? There is no other incentive for me to pick it up. There's like not even a quest because they've just removed the quests. I cannot even select the quest from Monday to Thursday. I don't even know what it was because it doesn't even show up because I did not select it. Because guess what? I was on vacation. And I know probably 50% of the drivers, they're gonna basically not select the quest in time. So ultimately, this is potentially gonna make millions to Uber because they don't have to pay all the quests. And then the quest will disappear either way. And if the economy is gonna go down the drain like it's supposed to in 2023, probably we're gonna get even more drivers, and the pay is probably gonna go down even more because then we're gonna be considered as needy drivers. Like, we need a job, like we need this. So the rate's gonna be like even less. So this is why my recommendation is start planning now, because this income is just not enough. If there's no quest and it's only, you're gonna make like $12 an hour, it's just not enough. It's just not worth it. You could just do something else easily, something else. This economy might be bad, but it's not that bad. Like, you could still have a nice job, I'm self-employed, so to me this is like, I don't want to say play money, but it kind of is play money. And at the same time, this is the opportunity that I take for myself to watch some, more like listen to some Netflix or some music or whatever. Watch YouTube videos because I don't have to like stare at the screen. I could just watch it in the background because I feel that if I sit down at home to do that, I could have been doing something better with my time. And instead, I'd much rather come out and just work and make money and at the same time watch something. It's just today is not my day. We'll see how the rest of the day turns out. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video. Sorry for making some of these videos kind of long like this, but you probably get the idea. Yeah. One last thing. New Year's resolution. I know it's not New Year's, but for the New Year's, I'm planning to figure out like to change my income to make it better. I know I kind of mentioned that, but that's my resolution. I need to make more money. So anyways, thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.